no, it's not. Ah! Is it a character substitution cipher or a genuine other language or some nonsense? Repeated word. Repeated word. Repeated word. That's second line far left. Middle line middle. And fourth line slightly right of middle. Look, I promise to limit the... Shanna says it's not code, Amy. Okay. Meaning not something you'll be able to do now, but you'll learn what it says eventually. Aki says, how can you see that so fast? Look, I had kind of a cryptogram phase. Dark Knight, take 10 minutes to ritual cast comprehend languages. Me's 18, hi! I know this isn't gonna bear fruit because you've all just told me that, which is very helpful actually, but I'm gonna let it not bear fruit for a second before I actually give up. No, lovely. I've never learned proper cryptography. But the kind of puzzles that are simpler letter solutions that people call cryptograms, I love those. I should learn actual cryptography. Elfshep says, I thought everyone has a cryptography phase. The only cryptography joke I know is that one wonderful XKCD where he's presenting at a conference, and he said... It says, take the thing down, flip it, and reverse it. And he's just, like, trying to see how far I can get into my cryptography presentation before they realize I'm just using Missy Elliott lyrics. I said it badly, but it's a great cartoon. Comic strip. Man, just to copy down these characters will take some time. But I found another repeated word. Alexander Hero cheered! Amy, you be Amy. That's why we are here. Oh. Oh, Dark of Night. Weirdly, I still remember most of the keys for Albed in Final Fantasy X. That was the most satisfying. That gaming experience was a huge part of my happy memories. Yeah, Kyra, what's that show called? I want to see that show. And Perfect Seema, thank you for finding the XKCD. Ooh, what are Futhark runes? Truth, Chaos, Beauty, hey! Okay, so we've got Little Devil Horns thing and Flowering Plant. That's our first word. We've got Empty Football, Diagonal Dot, and Flowering Plant again. Futhark is Viking runes. Token used them for his dwarf alphabet. Neat! Amy and I played a role for shoes one shot with a kid character I created who read the encyclopedia but got to cryptography and stopped because they were so fascinated with it, so the encyclopedic knowledge had only A through C. That was based on Kid Sam. Sam, every time I think you couldn't get a more amazing, you are. Oh, Sam, I think we were looking at that, actually, at Gen Con. I think Gina and I made it by that table, and it looked amazing. Bye, Amzillion! The show is the Bletchley Circle. Nice. Hut 33 is a silly radio show. Nice. Bye, Geeky Chappy! Maybe I should save this. As exciting as it is. The weird thing is it looks like it uses periods. I don't know. How much would you all enjoy the talk amongst yourselves as I work on this? Kyrie says, nope, we're distracted by the cipher. There's no going back. Okay. Let's see if it's something we can figure out. Is there a cool, like, blackboard technology, actually, that we could use? Let me try something real quick. I'm just gonna... save. Now... this is just an experiment. New source, window capture. Okay, does not want to capture that properly, but I did this once. Remove. Yes. Elf Sharp cheered. Amos, we've all been saying we are too into this cipher system. Aww. Let's see. Because I definitely at one point... did something similar to this during a book club. Window capture. Hey, hey! Perfect goes to a cheer, and Medium Night suggested screenshotting using paint. Guess what we're doing? I'm gonna put it above the game, but behind my head. If I did this right. Yes. Perfect! Something like that. Okay. I'm gonna need tiny letters. Now we have a double letter here. Usually means an S, an E, an L. Doesn't usually mean an S. That's only one thing. But Dark of Night cheered. Regular Tuesday Cypher stream, anyone? Fluffybot says, I think it says, don't forget to drink your Ovaltine. Now, can y'all see my cursor? I need to make the cursor more visible. There we go. Now you can see it, right? We're leaning towards E for the second symbol. I can see that. because the repeated one might be the word Y-O-U. It's just a random guess, but, Another repeated letter here. Let's just plug in an E and see what happens. What's a good visible color? Red. It's gonna look weird, but no. Let's try green. Definitely not. First of all, we're gonna need this to be bold and way bigger. And maybe have a background. Yeah. By the way, y'all do not... Oh, we're using paint. Can we not drag things around? That's gonna be kind of a problem. I see votes for white, purple, black, brown, and blue. Aki thinks the box with the line, the person-looking symbol, and the circle with the line under is 1. Say again? Box with the line, the person-looking symbol, and the circle with the line under. Box with the line, person-looking symbol. Oh. That as an O. A lot of second thing in the word. That's great for a vowel. And it's right before a double letter. Also looks vowel-y. If you've already solved it, for the record, I'm not sure that I totally want to know. I'm kind of heading off at the pass what I think might be an incoming cheer. I know we're figuring this all out together, but, I mean, I guess since I read the first line of it, I might as well. Symbols have a very general correlated shape to the actual letters. Nice. Well, let's go with our guesses of E. It's a semi-elegant system. I should turn this down just enough that I don't have to squish them into frame. It's fun because cryptograms you're usually using English letters, which both helps and hurts because you can automatically recognize them quickly, but they get you confused as to what they are. You have to fight off those impulses. That's an E, not an F. I know it looks weird. Let's just make another one. MS Paint. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna guess C? That'll be a good test. If this thing looks like it's in a lot of S places, end of a word, that's good. Middle of a word works, especially if that's a vowel, but O-S doesn't sound great, so now I'm not sure about that O idea. I don't know why I went with all caps. But these all look like very possible placements. Also, that's a double letter in the middle. I kind of wanted to check if any of these say Stardew. But that could say Valley. The Valley? Wait. If the similarity in shapes is correct, that's sort of a backwards L, which would tend to... Okay, let's keep that as a maybe Valley and see if A, R, something. Ask? Ash? That could be an I, because we need a vowel, and we're running out of other vowels. Okay, let's look for more info on whether we think this is an S. S, it's right in the middle, it's at the end. It comes right after the S there. Forest? If that O was an O, and if this thing was a T, because we think that might be like the valley. See the. Here's another thing. If that O is an O, and if there's an I there, and an S right at the beginning of the end, with maybe two L's, if that turns out to be. I'm skipping over. Ooh, Delovy says, if that third line word is Valley, then the first line second word isn't R because the second line letter of Valley doesn't match. I'm leaning towards this as the Valley. These are less certain guesses. This is the point where I would just start brute force trying things because I'm not very scientific. Let's try it out. I could make it a different color because I'm less certain, but technically I'm not certain about any of this. So let's simplify. This is a weird guess, but let's just start by trying Valley, okay? I'm gonna pick one letter, then I think... Okay, find me out the little jugs. This is a quirk of sort of how I do things, but I tend to like, fill everything in and then look at each individual placement. Just don't want to lose too much letter information here. Can y'all see this? Good. I love the spooky music to go with this. Or, you know, sort of thoughtful memory music. Alright, let's look at that. That would make probably R. That could be and. Or any. Although I suggested that this might be an I earlier. So that would have to be aim or ale, which is not great. The other alternative is that that's a vowel. We'll see, we'll see. Oh, it comes at the end of the word there. Why is there a big space here? I guess the phrases are spaced oddly. Again, this could turn out to not be English at all. In which case, I'm super wasting our time. But it's fun. Alright. Maui Valley, that works. If it happens to turn out to be right. This one again. It's either going to be R or whatever that other thing is again. This is that thing that might be a vowel, but I don't think is because of how I think that might be O. So if that was 1, then this would be an N, and this could be in, but that gives me the I here. Aim for? No, valley. To be continued. That's not ideal, though. That's a perfectly normal A placement. That's a perfectly normal A placement. Next letter. I'm going to do the L for valley. Aw, Feathers Flight says, time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. Alright. We're committing to this valley guess. So let's find all those L's. There shouldn't be many because L doesn't really come up all that often. But it does come up. And if it does come up, it should be in consonant-y places. It's not many L's at all. Now that looks like L and something else, right? Unless L's just look different at the end of a sentence, which would be a very unfair level of complication. Or end of a word. Held. Because I thought this was a double L, but it's not. It's L something else. L something else, period. Unless that's a comma. Oh, we'll find out. Dark Wolf asks if copy-paste works with letterboxes. That is a good question. We're using MS Paint, so I can't drag things around. Maybe it's a kerning thing, Sister Lovely. Okay. Leave it as possible that these might be L's. Just displaying weirdly. Because the L cuts off slightly to the right on this double L as well. Oh man. Actually, in each of these cases, the second one on the right has a little tag, which would rule out that these are a double level L. The L's are not identical. Thundercap has just resubbed for 11 months! Welcome back to the Enthusiamy! Thanks for saying hi! Alright. Okay, temporary. We think these might be L's. Bear that in mind. Let's try this Y for Valley. I think I saw someone suggest happy for this. Seems like a good guess. Oh, if it's the. that's starting to look like maybe you. Because it shows up again here. But who's being written to? Shows up again, same combination. Alright. We shouldn't need a ton of these. Let's find out. Alright. If there's a million of these, we probably got the letter wrong. Apologies to anyone who's already solved the puzzle. I'm kind of trying to not look at chat because I want y'all to be able to have your fun while I have my fun. Well, that holds up. Not a lot of V's. Canopus cheered! Yay, Wheel of Fortune, Stardew Valley edition. Alright, the Valley. Let's commit to this guess. So every time we see this little football guy, it's a T. Then, that again makes that an N. Because it can't be they. Or them. It could be them, but that would have to be am. And that'd be weird. And we have an A. Can't be am. Football, football, football. Nature? Ronnie already just reset for 12 months! Woohoo! 1 year! Hi, Amy! Cheers! Welcome back to the Enthusiamy! Another TH. Elf Shark cheered! Sephoria, Amy, if you turn on transparent instead of opaque, you don't have to keep resizing your text boxes every time. I turned it onto opaque deliberately because it was really hard to read. Also, you missed an oval thing. Third word, second line. Thank you. Olive Sharp, I loved your insight about the shapes of the letters. But unless I get stuck, I don't necessarily need, well, it's good to know I missed a thing. I'm trying to debate what counts as like, levels of assistance for puzzle solving. And I realized that since I'm not sure, there's no way I can expect y'all to magically know. So just for the record, I'm loving everybody's contribution so far, and I'm really glad that we are all here together. And you were damn right. Here it is. Okay, perfect. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're enjoying Olive Sharp. Alright, let's get that H in there, huh? Whoops. MS Paint! How many in chat already have it? I don't want to know it. I'm just curious. PDT says your stream setup looks oodles nicer than the last time I was here. Thank you! All I got of that Ennio was hieroglyphics? Aki's got most of it. DeLovely's got it. I'm so excited. Thanks, Olive. Shadowstorm just reset for 12 months, a whole entire year. This is so exciting. No better way to spend it than puzzle solving. Much love. Thank you, Shadowstorm. Cheers. Welcome back to the Enthusiamy. Yo, Jimbo's got it. Nerdstrom's has most of it. Shadowstorm is almost there. Foxspell says, I'm not saying anything. Play this game 3 different times. Goblin Wars is pretty sure it was solved with the Ovaltine comment. Okay, what am I doing? I'm putting the H's in. There's something about the mechanical aspects of, like, just go through, follow the system, do the letters one at a time, that, like, just satisfies that, piece of my brain. Alexander Hero cheered! Puzzles for the puzzles inclined! But also, pen and paper is amazing. Okay. Now, we have a lot of letters in place. Let's look at this. Blank, the blank, are happy to... something you. Blank, blank. The same word from the beginning. Ask? We think that might be an S. For? Ask for? That would go together. Blank, blank, of... I'm gonna guess of the valley. That would also be the F I'm suggesting for. If you are... blank, blank, maybe forest. Does that track what the thing I'm suggesting is for? It sure does. Forest, blank, then you... okay, I'm gonna guess will see the... Any Suarez is now following. Thank you! Blank, true nature of... this something-o. Y'all, I feel like we have a lot of pieces. Okay, now, which of those guesses did I feel like I really confident about by the end? I'm liking for and forest. Because the R in is also the R in R. Okay, letter R. Let's just put in R. Look for that little pyramid with a thingy on top. My game better be paused, or all my plants have died. Mr. Mops just reset for 2 months! Cryptography for the security inclined! Thank you, welcome back to the Enthusiamy, Mr. Mops! Alright, more of those little pyramids. I have always found that I do better separating the fill-in phase from the analyze phase. But I think, again, that's just a habit from when they're English letter substitutions, and it keeps me from getting confused by the other letters that are there. I do better at recognizing the ones down here by not looking at anything but the character I'm looking for. Not that I didn't still miss one, which I did. I think I saw someone in chat say one of these words is made up, so I shouldn't worry if one of them comes out as nonsense. We'll find out. Alright. How are we looking? Blank, blank, R, blank. Return. Retire? It can't be return because we haven't a fave for N. No, that is our fave for N. Finish forest. Focus. We like that S. We're feeling good about S. Especially if it's then you will see. Alright, more arrows. W cheered. Amy, it was great to meet you at the Critical Role live show up at the balcony. Hope I didn't pester you too much by coming over. Couldn't help myself. It was a delight to get to meet folks at the Crit Role live show. Also, it was a delight to see that show. So that really dovetailed nicely. Ooh, TS. S. My English version looks like a crazy ransom note, where they're not from different sources, but they are pasted on very inaccurately. This. Scroll? Ooh, scroll! Alright, let's just commit to the idea that these are double L's and it's a kerning thing. I only know that kerning means letter spacing, so I'm not sure if it applies, but I certainly trust DeLovely, so I'm just repeating what they said. It's not terrible advice. The true nature of this scroll. Okay. Forest. Alright, blooming flower. Fuzz Bubbles is now following. Thank you! Blooming flower. It's interesting that the real lack of vowels in that one so far. Maybe that is the made-up word. And that's why it looks so unusual. Where are the blooming flowers? Where are the blooming flowers? F. Trying to keep it out of the way of the football there. Alright. 4. Gifts? Lifts? Of the valley. Strongly leaning towards an if for this one. Flower, 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 flower. Look for the flower. Don't get distracted. Of this scroll. I like it. Okay. Let's go ahead and put that O in and take another shot at this. Thank you all for giving me company. This is the most fun. Ends in an O. I guess making the O a O is very good catch on that. Elif. Big creaking noises while I use MS Paint, the 2018 internet experience. If you are one, no, if you, yeah, one with? Did I just miss an H? I did. My favorite thing is when an apparent problem solves itself by being a different error. Like, you're like, oh man, I would have wanted that to be with. Except it turns out it is with. It's always the, like, weird, happy reinforcement via messing up. Of. Alright. We have filled in 4 and forest, 2 of our big guesses. So, something, probably we, V, something, are happy to... Yeah, not sure about this. Like, in return, we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with... No. Then you will see the true nature of this scroll. If you are one with forest? feel like something's wrong here. And possibly that I'm suggesting two different ends. I bet this is happy, though. I can't think of anything else. Oh, yeah, and I've suggested... This is pretty much gonna be... It's not gonna be yawn. So we know this is you. Okay, kitty cat. You is the kitty cat, which I love. Also, this solves our vowels in that word problem. Kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty cat. This is the word I suspect is going to be in return. No! Sephora cheered! I am the kitty cat, thank you. I love it. The kitty cat is tall, which makes this difficult to place. Alright. Kitty cat, kitty cat. Kitty cat. Heartbreak City is now following. Thank you! Mostly appears in the word U, which tracks for the letter U. Excellent! So that's our strongly guessed N, and this is our strongly guessed I, and together they make the word I-N. Let's fill it in. Okay, so... all three of the next logical vowels were in this word. Aid you. Happy to aid you. I got aim and ale, but I didn't even think of aid. And of course, in return. Because happy to aid you would be the kind of thing. The mark is now following. Thank you! Gifts. Or something ifs. I can't place these eyes to save my life. This word I don't know yet. Magic? If that C is a C. Ooh. Excellent. In return. Let's not get out of order here. We, the proper noun. So far, so good. This is a great way to check and make sure that you don't have two different maybes running at the same time, because they will run into each other if you start filling things in. Or two conflicting maybes, I mean. No, why is it 3:53? This is the most fun ever. Alright, that's definitely going to be scroll. Let's go ahead and pop the C in. I'm liking magic, mostly because, what, is it going to be basic? It can't, we have an S. But also that was a joke. W for will. Feeling good about that. Also, another great intuition on the word shapes, because they lead you off with that. But make it look convincingly cool and alien, like a thing with horns. Alright. Thing with horns, thing with horns. Thing with horns. Yeah, we could go a little bit long if it means solving the puzzle. Just double screen game engine. This is looking really good. Alright, let's go with happy. We feel good about happy because, like, what else is it gonna be? Are there any others of those? In return, that's probably ask for, that's probably gifts. Gifts and magic holds up. Let's go ahead and do that. Don't, see, I'm abandoning my system. Gifts. Magic. It's just a guess. Then you will see the true nature of this scroll. Gunhead cheered! Sherlock Amy will solve the case. Now, if this is magic, then this is an M. Junimo. Remember the title of the scroll too, Amy. Oh! Y'all kept saying the title, and I kept completely not knowing. I was like, what, Stardew Valley? We already checked to see if the word Stardew was in there. That's how I got Valley. I'm a silly face. This is amazing. Okay, that's an R. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that took a bits message, for me to get. Crafts. Ooh. Crafts. Room? Because that's an R. And the O, the M for magic. I'm getting lazy now. We the something. And this, it's funny because the symbol for that consonant looks like the little aliens we've seen. Al Chartier, Gina lives here? Yay! Are happy to, let's see, aid. Gonna say aid you. In return, aid you, period. In return, we ask for gifts of the valley, period. If you are one with forest magic, then you will see the true nature of this scroll. Classroom, we the Junimo are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with forest magic, then you will see the true nature of this scroll. So, here's the consonants we haven't used. It can't be an A, or letters we haven't used. We've got an A already. The possible letters remaining, I'm just going to write this down and then cross them out so I won't go back and forth. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Normally I might make a dialogue to see, start writing these out and crossing them off as I go. We've got an A. I can do this in order. Hold on. W, E, T, H, E, U, N, I, M, O, A, R, E, H, A, P, P, Y, T, O, A, I, D, Y, O, U, I, N, got that. Return. Just making sure. We ask for gifts of the valley. Go away, L. If you are one with Forest. Magic. Then you will see the true. I'm kind of skimming now. Nature of this scroll. Okay, we've got B. Bunimo. Junimo with a J. Kunimo with a Q. Exunimo with an X. And plain old Zunimo with a Z. Is that it? Let's see. JKLMNOPQRSTUVWXYZ. Mercury asks, have we not met the wizard yet? We haven't. Alright. So, either we, the Bunimo, the Junimo, the Kunimo, the Zunimo, or regular Z Zunimo. I'm excited. I can live. Scroll Game says, we can just call him Cuff Unimo. I love it. Yeah, for now we're calling it Cough Unimo. But we do know we narrowed it down to 5 letters, and I'm very excited. This has been such a blast. Thank you all